Welcome to the Tennis Warehouse shoe review of the Adidas Cybersonic 2. The Adidas Cybersonic gets updated with even more comfort and stability in this second version. Fans of the original will notice the signature energy rod remains for lightweight propulsion. On court, the shoe feels very responsive while also providing a glove-like fit from the half booty inner sleeve. Adidas has updated the dual-density Light Strike midsole for a more cushioned ride. The outsole is equipped with Adiwear rubber for a unique blend of durability and traction. RPU Aditough provides additional brazen protection on the medial side of the forefoot. We find the Cybersonic 2 to fit true to size, offer a medium width, and weigh in at an average of 13.8 ounces for a size 10.5. I'm going to kick off this review by saying I wasn't a huge fan of the first version of this shoe, but I'm loving this update. The first version, it really felt like the shoe was working against my foot when I was trying to move around the court. This one's working with my foot. It's giving me support and stability where I need it, and yet it's flexing and moving with my foot when I'm pushing off, so I feel super fast when I'm up on my toes. Loving the blend of grip and give I get from the outsoles, and I'm also finding them to last better than expected as well. My foot feels super secure inside the shoe. I'm not sliding laterally when I'm coming to a stop, or when I'm sprinting up to the net. I'm not getting any uncomfortable jamming of my toes into the end of the shoes or anything like that. So really comfortable ride in that sense. And then I'm absolutely loving the level of cushioning. I feel like I'm low enough to the court to feel connected to my movement, yet I'm getting a really nice responsive ride, plenty of comfort, feel like I can push off quickly, and just really loving this update.
The very first thing that I noticed when I stepped into these shoes was lots of comfort. The fit actually reminded me a lot of the Ubersonic 5s, another recent shoe from Adidas, very much so in particular from the midfoot all the way back to the heel. Whereas these shoes have a little bit more room in the toe box, maybe a little bit more length overall, so I found them to be a more accommodating fit for me personally. But the shoe is very comfortable, and I really enjoyed how it felt and responded to my movements and my various inputs on the court. Just a super plush ride, and relatively minimal and low profile as well. So I liked that combination of plush but still good performance. And honestly, these were some of my favorite shoes from Adidas in a while. I don't know if they're quite up to par with the Ubersonic 5s for me personally. I just feel like that shoe's a little bit faster, but I feel like these make up for it with being a little bit more stable. I'd say maybe around 95% of the time I felt really secure in these shoes, and when I didn't feel as secure, it was more so due to like my own user error as opposed to the shoe itself. So bad court positioning sometimes coming into play here, but overall I thought the fit was really, really solid, and the performance also just a really good bonus aspect of this shoe. I do think that in terms of speed, it's not quite the fastest thing out there. I would have maybe liked a little bit more mobility. That being said, I do think it's a great match day shoe, and I've been using this on a variety of court surfaces, tried it out with some padel as well, and it does do a good job in a variety of courts. So overall, I think this is a great option for somebody who likes the Ubersonic 5s, but maybe wants a little bit more comfort.
I was on the original Cybersonic, and these definitely feel like they have some nice subtle updates to them. Starting with the fit, these are definitely a better fit for my feet. The forefoot feels a little bit wider, more accommodating. And then once I got it on court, the original, I felt like it needed a slight break-in. These felt like they were good to go right out of the box. And I really just enjoyed that low to the ground feel with these, and I really thought the support and stability were excellent. I just felt very fast and very confident in my movements with these shoes. The traction, I felt like they were identical to the previous version, which means it has great grip and some give to them, although I would have preferred a little bit more give. My one negative with this shoe would be the laces. I've never been a fan of the more thin, flat laces, and I just felt like they kind of come untied a little bit easier, and they can give you some pressure points if you try to cinch up a little bit too tight. But overall, I really, really enjoyed this shoe. These not only feel like an update to the Cybersonic, but definitely an upgrade as well.
Since my favorite shoe has kind of faded out of existence, sort of like my hairline, I've been on the search for a great shoe that's going to basically check all the boxes in terms of out-of-the-box comfort, really good support, breathability, and excellent traction. I have arrived and settled on this shoe, the new Adidas Cybersonic 2. I was also on the play test of the first one. I would definitely agree with Jay in that there were some subtle updates. I felt like the previous version was a little longer and narrower, and I really felt like the energy rod didn't come into play as much as the lateral support of the shoe. This one kind of hugs tighter to the shoe, and I can really feel the heel of my foot secured in place, not lifting up or down either way. Now, it does come with a modified herringbone tread pattern. I didn't have a chance to try this shoe on a soft court, but on every hard court that I played on, whether the surface was freshly cleaned or not, I really got a good kind of a combination of grip versus slip. So here it is, you know, size 11, fits my foot rather nicely to a T. And in terms of width, I'll call it a medium, maybe a slightly generous medium. But overall, this is definitely my favorite tennis shoe to play in at this point. And that's a wrap for this shoe review. If you'd like any further information on the Adidas Cybersonic 2 or anything else tennis related, be sure to visit tenniswarehouse.com.